A very good morning. I am Dr. Shovik Chatterjee, head of the Department of Juridical Sciences, GIS University. This is my lecture with respect to property law, and I am going to speak about leases. Now, I have just introduced the question of determination of the lease, and the determination generally on the part of the lessee is related to how he treats the leasehold property after the leasehold period is over. Now, if the lessee leaves the place and thereafter the lessor takes back the land or the residential house or whatever, and thereafter he advertises for a new lessee, in that case this termination basically has happened by implication. He hasn't informed the lessor. Just because the time period is over, he has left the place. It's not illegal at all. What is required on the part of the lessee is always to return back the possession to the lessor. It is expected to do it expressly. But if he doesn't do it, then also there is no problem as long as he leaves the land. Now comes the other options. He doesn't leave the land, he stays in the land. The lessee stays in the land. And now it is how the lessor basically treats it. Now, if the lessor after that still continues to take rent from the lessee, then this status of the lessee will be a lessee by holding over, or he is a tenant at will. He wanted to stay, he paid the rent, lessor accepted the rent. Lessor don't have a defense over there to say that I am now filing a suit for eviction due to the fact that the period had ended. I mean, if the period had ended and already notice has been served, then the lessor should not have accepted the rent on the part of the 11th month, the 12th month or whatever, the month after which the lease has ended. If he has accepted the rent, he cannot at that time question the fact that the lessee is staying over there without any legal provision. Now there is the other way around. The lessee stays over there. Lessor does not accept the rent. Now the status of that lessee is just like that of another, tenant, is that of a lessee at sufferance. That means he is at a risk. He is at a risk in the sense that at any point of time, if the lessor now files a suit for eviction in any civil court of original jurisdiction, the lessee has to vacate the land. There is no another option open over there. Because, when the lease is within the, broad domain of normal leasehold period under agreement, that means the lease deed or the lease contract has mentioned the lease is for this period of time. At that point of time, the question of notice comes up. Section 105, 106, 107 of the Transfer of Property Act very seriously applies. So if it's a agricultural or manufacturing lease, in that case the notice has to be of 6 months. If it is any other form of lease, including residential leases, it's for 15 days. All this question of notices should go to the lessee at that point of time. But where the leasehold period had ended, the lessee cannot expect any more notices on the part of the lessor. So if the lessee status is that of a lessee at sufferance, lessor does not require to give neither the 6 months notice nor the 15 days notice. Lessee can directly file a suit for eviction in the civil court of original jurisdiction. So now it's obviously the burden of proof is upon the lessor to establish what is the reason for which he is evicting the lessee. Now is question time. The question to all of you is the rule of notice, under 105, 106, 107 Transfer of Property Act is there with respect to manufacturing and agricultural leases and also the residential leases. Now what happens if the leasehold period ends? Now what are the liabilities that are there on the part of the lessor in the perspective of the leasehold property? You can use up any of the sources which can be most helpful, lucid for your purposes. You can use up the book of Justice Mullah. You can use up the book of Vepasarthi. You can use up the book of Avtar Singh. You can use up my book, Law of Property in India, Dr. Shovik Chatterjee, Thomson Reuters South Asia publication. You can use up scholarly articles which are printed or which are there online. Write down your answers. I'll go ahead with my next lecture.